What I like most is being able to walk into a canvas, to have it resonate for you from far away. And resonate the closer you get, the more you see. That for me is very exciting. I do like it when people can walk into a painting. I also like it when people can see different characters or different images through this very abstract, non-representational process. My inspiration is nature, the shore, Maine, the color of light in Florence, where I grew up in DC and Chesapeake, and where I grew up here too, in Freeport and the bays, and sailing. So it's all over. I really like working on large canvases. I would go even larger than I have. Sometimes I'll start with a painting and in my head, and I'll create that painting or that landscape. I'll start off with that, and I'll maybe do it, execute it, and go, okay, now we're going to go abstract with it. After that, non-representational. It will grow and evolve and evolve. So that's one methodology. The other is I'll get a canvas and I'll just put marks on the canvas very quickly, rapidly, sometimes to the music. And then after that, reacting to those marks and that color and moving from there. I like the idea of a piece of my work, painting, being a window and being something that is going to draw you both in and out at the same time and give you a feeling. And so that feeling can be different from one person to another. And what people see in many of my paintings is very different. When that happens, I feel like I've really accomplished something. I'd love to experiment. I have the practice of what I have experimented with down, and then I reach a point where I need to move on from that. Otherwise, I simply get bored. I want to keep moving. Some of the pieces come together very rapidly, like over a few months. And some of them take years, literally years. I think the longest has been 7 years. You'll see that in the work that there's a general language that follows through. I'm very happy. I'm actually elated when it's just like, perfect, done. It doesn't happen with every painting, and sometimes I have a great family, and so I'll bring my paintings home and I'll say to my children, okay, what else do you think it needs? It doesn't need more. Their youthful exuberance knows no bounds, and they're very honest, so they'll often tell me just what they think it needs, and they'll usually be right. I've developed this technique like this behind you, these bubbles and this methodology of breaking the surface of the paint as it's applied. I'm proud of that process that I figured out. I draw a lot of inspiration from other artists, and I would say that I've really studied people like Joan Mitchell, Helen Frankenthaler, Pollock, and there's a wonderful guy named V.S. Gatande, and his work is really inspiring too. I'm really proud of the fact you asked what I was proud of. I'm proud of the fact that I've been able to do them a little bit of justice and learn from them and work that into my own work. So we're at Casco Bay Artisans in Portland, Maine, in the old port, and Casco Bay Artisans, Jen Swartz, have given me this opportunity to have a show here, and I'm really grateful for it because it's a beautiful gallery, and it's fun to see all my work up at the same time. So here's a collection of 3 paintings that they've got up in the gallery. They work well together as a whole. For me, it represented the mouth of Coit Bay, where I used to sail as a kid, and going out in just terrible weather, scaring the family to death, and just kind of captured that. This was a fun painting to do. This is called Feeding Frenzy, and it's 36 inches by 96 inches. And this one's actually a combination of acrylics and oil. It was made by taking a very hard, dried out brush and working really rapidly with a variety of colors. Then after that, I applied oils on top of it to create a softer feel. But that hard brush that didn't move enabled me to make quick gestural movements throughout the painting. This is 4 feet by 6 feet. This one has a lot of mark making throughout it. What does often happen in my work is it does become somewhat seasonal in that I get sick of being winters, as beautiful as they are, and I want some bright color. So what's happening early spring with this one. This is something different that we kind of collaborated on here at the gallery, was to create a painting that could be double-sided, so it's 2 paintings that are bound together. And I wanted to create the sensation of being in the surf and kind of looking up from underneath, if you could, to see the light and surf from below. And then on the other side of it is you're down deeper in the water. And, well, it's not specifically water, it's not intentionally water, I want to feel water. But I think you can't get away from that with this one. So it's double-sided, and the intention is to, and I arranged it so that it could be hung in the center of a room or actually in a hallway to separate one space from another or in office areas, so that you have a little break between rooms. One of the things I also like to do is to, again, capture the feeling. So when you're running and you're buzzing along, and quite often the world almost seems a blur. So I wanted to capture that blur. But, you know, there are beautiful places here in town, it's the Eastern Promenade, where people run and it looks out over the ocean, the bay, and the islands. But I wanted the sensation of movement at the same time with a beautiful background, but it all gets blurred together. So this is one of the largest paintings I've done. It's on a scroll, and it actually has even more space at the top and the bottom that are white, so it would look like an Asian scroll or a Chinese scroll. So it can be even larger than this. This is a painting that obviously is for a really large hall, or the entryway of the building. We have actually hung it outside the gallery during the summer. There's another one that was a lot of fun.